Hi, hello. It's the 27th of October, and I'm in a good mood. And I'm here with Eve.
That's me.
And Eve, you're still doing Blender stuff?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. And I am spending some more time on my search implementation. Oh boy, the Discord thing is messed up. And by the Discord thing is messed up, I mean I didn't configure it properly in the first place. There we go. Pin that. Oh no, wait, don't pin that because I can't open OBS. Okay, I can see stuff happening on your screen, I can see stuff happening on my screen. I can see the 4 errors in my error panel, do not love that. So are you doing doing more tutorials today, or are you actually just going to continue messing around with your Hollow Knight chess set?
Maybe neither, I don't know. I'm doing something.
Something, alright. Now I'm a pro at this VTubing business, maybe I should finish animating your VTuber model.
Do it.
I don't know. If I set it up, I don't know how I stream it, right? Like how do I put it into the stream?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
The only way I could think of doing it is to put it like inside your Discord feed, and then we gotta put it inside like that. That sounds like a hassle. Also, something's messed up on the UI here. Because, like, the barrier around your screen is, like, thinner on one side for some reason. Man, today's just a series of tiny fuck-ups, I guess. Guess what?
What?
I spent 12 hours, day and a half, at work, trying to make a text background to turn teal. That's it, that's the whole thing. I need to turn it from one colour to a different colour. And it's taken me a day and a half, and it's still not done.
So why are you doing this?
Because the specification says that it needs to be teal in a specific circumstance.
But why does it need to be teal?
It's like an item in the store, and when the item is in a specific state, the color of the banner has to change. I have to be like kind of vague, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to break my contract, but
As soon as you get your moonlighting stuff ready, you do something else, and they're like,
yeah. But like, you know, I'll make a fucking sprite right now in Unity and make
hi
it teal.
Span.
Oh, hi Span. Welcome to Hangouts, to the good times.
We're doing things.
Yeah. I'm listening to some funk because I'm having a good time. Eve's doing something with cubes.
Yeah, who knows?
You're making a switch. You're making a really boxy
No,
switch,
but that's a
right?
good one. That's a good one.
A toaster? It looks kind of like a toaster.
Oh, it could be a toaster.
Ugh, let me actually pull up my...
It's not a toaster.
I just realized this is a problem. I can't like look at a tutorial and see what's going on in chat at the same time.
Today I'm messing around in Blender.
I am writing an implementation of a BK tree, which has a fancy name. Here we go. It's a Buckard-Keller tree. And TLDR, it's used to do autocomplete searches faster. We have this lovely Python implementation that I'm going to have to convert to C#. Yeah, this is not going to work like this. Well, it's always fun converting something from one language to another. And by fun, I mean not fun. Oh, is edit distance just a... I had to find a new util. Oh, okay.
Oh, on my way home, I stopped at Safeway.
Mm-hmm.
And I got some of my delicious buy drinks because I love them. And on my way home, I realized there was something leaking from my bag. And I realized it was one of the buy drinks. And I then realized that the buy drink was either sealed improperly or damaged in a way that the cap was not open, but it was like kind of open. like, so it's like if I were to twist it, the I fucked up. If I were to twist it, the cap wouldn't be off, but it's like pulled up in a way that makes it like kind of off to the side.
Okay.
And it also smelled really bad and must have been like that for a while. So I had to move all of my stuff out of the bag, wipe it off, and put it in a different bag. Not very happy about that. Why are you off the screen like that? Oh, okay, because you're poking into the other screen. I see, I see. What's my story?
So, I don't know. Sounds like a kind of poopy end to your day.
It was a poopy end to my day.
Was that why you were like, "I'll be there in a minute" because you were busy?
No,
Dealing.
I had to do that on my way home because I wasn't gonna carry it home like that because that would be terrible. I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank you. I think that this edit distance is just a Levenstein distance. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that and hope that I'm right. Top tier software engineering right here. Just premium shit.
Really tiny. That's 0.2.
And punk music was just like a real good choice.
That's good.
Alright, Ryder, stop warning me this isn't set. I'll get there. Get there when I get there.
Did you watch any of the Sony Direct?
No. Was busy trying to make something turn teal. You know what, to add insult to injury, this whole teal business, because it really is a whole teal business. They did all the stuff, and then I discovered that art hadn't even input teal as a color into a fucking texture that tracks them all.
Lovely.
Like, I had the hex code, I knew what color it was supposed to be, but I couldn't map it to anything because it wasn't in a texture, because apparently now to add a texture, to add a color to the game, I can't just input the hex code, I have to get a dot put in a texture.
That'd be ridiculous.
It's like, I understand how this shit works. Like, I understand why it's all there, it's just frustrating. Aggravating. Alright, this... So I guess this is this? This dictionary of distances. And notes? I hope this is right. What do you think the chances are that this time This time it'll be it. This will be the autocomplete that I can actually use. It's only my third time around now.
Third time is the charm. They do say.
That is what they say.
Hello, I don't see any of your fancy UI. Oh, no, it disappeared. Oh, no. Slash Blender.
Oh, yeah, stuff. Oh, there it is. Wow, Discord is having a bad time right now.
Right now, I'm just having fun modeling whatever. And Nifty is doing super, super fun work.
Okay, it should be up now. You should be able to see what's going on. For a second, Discord was doing Discord stuff. I'm implementing a BK tree, or at least trying to. But more accurately, I'm trying to read Python. What? Oh wait, no, this is just... What did I do last time that this was being weird?
I wouldn't know. Does that look like a bulkhead? That's what they're called, right? The little wheelie on a bulkhead.
I mean, the wheelie is called a wheel, but you mean like the big heavy doors that you close and you spin a wheel on them to keep them sealed up? They're bulkheads,
Yeah.
yes.
Does that look like one?
Looks like one to me.
Beautiful. Good, because that's what I was going for.
All right. That was unnecessarily aggressive, but sure.
So on the stream, the State of Play today, they showed more Little Devil Inside, some new gameplay on it.
So, I heard.
And I was like staring at it, I'm like, you better not release this year. I'll be so angry the whole time.
Yeah, it's for using partial matches. So last week I did a try implementation, which is where each node is a letter, which is really good if you want non-partial matches, because you just like walk down the tree matching each letter for letter. In a BK tree, you store the distances, so hopefully I can walk the nodes looking for the next closest thing and then give up when the distance gets too big. That's the theory, anyway. I would have been really, really, really surprised if in the State of Play they'd been like, the Level Insight's coming out this year.
I would have been too, but I would have been so mad.
That might have actually been the biggest plot twist thus far.
What else? What else did they do? They announced a new Star Ocean game.
Yeah, I know most of the stuff that happened because I'm now part of 2 Discords where people talk about what's happening in real time.
Who? How dare someone else take up your information slot? That's for me.
What?
I don't know. I'm saying words.
It's not where I go to get my information, right?
Good.
Like Screamfest. Screamfest is where I'm at. Actually getting the updates, but it's just like I'm
Good.
on another Discord and in the gaming channel when it's happening, people are talking about what's happening, so it's hard to like not get spoilers. Like I don't know, I don't want to find anything else about Little Devil Inside, right? I just want to play that game when it comes out.
It's not like I get what you're saying. It's not like super spoilery in the sense that they're just like, look at all of this new content. It just kind of like went over a tiny bit more. Like there's a train. I don't know if the train is actually important or you use it more than once, but there is a train.
Well, that sounds like spoilers to me.
And then what else did I see? Oh, the thing I'm most excited about. Can you guess what I'm most excited about? Aside from maybe the devil inside.
Oh, Bugsnax.
Yeah.
Talking about Bugsnax. That it's getting an update, right? Like it's getting new content.
Yeah. Free update. I'm so hyped. It comes out next year.
Yeah, there was something else people were talking about that I was like, oh yes, this is relevant to my interests, but damned if I can remember what it was.
There was a couple interesting things. Obviously, aside from Bugsnax, because Bugsnax is the winning thing.
And people were talking about the Little Planet racing game in the other channel, which I don't know.
Oh, the drift thingy.
Okay.
The drift carter or whatever the heck it was called. Yeah, it looked fine. Like it's... If you want to play a kart racing game that isn't Mario Kart, then I'm sure it will do you great.
I mean, but I already have Diddy Kong Racing for that.
But you can't play that on PlayStation. Diddy Kong has never been on PlayStation.
Play games on PlayStation. What?
Well, it was a Sony only game, so it's if you don't.
What? No. It's just like, you know, if I was gonna go play a game on my PlayStation, first I have to get excavation tools to remove all the dust off the power button. It's pretty much true of all of my consoles. I think the last thing to see any action was the Switch. I can't even remember. Oh no, it's the last thing to see any action was the Switch, because I took it on holiday with us and played a little bit of Switch when we were on holiday.
Right.
Oh my gosh. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this Python into my source code so I don't have to keep on moving tabs around in the other window, because I'm pretty sure it's related to why Discord is just freaking out.
Don't yeah. Do this. I keep using Maya buttons despite the fact I haven't used Maya in like a million years.
Sometimes, very occasionally, I will write code in the like Flash ActionScript 3 style, despite the fact I've not written a single line of ActionScript 3 for 8 years. Or no, it has to be less than 8 years actually, because of East Side Games. Maybe like 5 years. It's still like a long time.
So when you can, I assume it would be next week you're gonna start doing your official moonlighting stuff?
Yes, 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 yes.
Do you have an idea of what you want to do?
Yeah, I've got like experience and leveling thing I've been ruminating on, and I want to plug that into my stupid like platforming movement thing in some proprietary engine that I temporarily forget the name of. It's by More Mountains something Fox. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm going to try and get like a system like my Flash game going in Unity. Basically.
Okay.
Basically. I have like a bajillion other things that I'm like, I would rather be working on, that I'm like more excited about. My goal right now is to focus on finishing a thing, and probably the best way to finish a thing is to focus on something I know really well because I built it before. I built it once already. Alright. So if the distance is the same distance... Okay. That's not a collision. Then... There's something I'm fundamentally not understanding here, and that's kind of frustrating. E-route. Somebody has actually written this in C#. Oh, okay, this is much more helpful. Okay, so each... the root is... there! At each node, there is a word. And each edge has a distance. So then the... although I bet I can have multiple... Can I have multiple things at the same distance? Like, how does that work?
I don't know.
Gosh, oh, this is gonna be a time. Apparently this is difficulty level hard, so I'll forgive myself a little bit for struggling.
But can I forgive you?
I don't really care whether you forgive me or not.
Rude!
What?
You should care, because I'm your bestie.
In matters of friendship, or art, or second-hand video games, or I don't know, like cute stuff, I value your opinion immeasurably.
Good.
If it comes to a case of whether you can forgive me for struggling with a programming problem or not, I really don't give a fuck.
Care.
Absolutely do not care.
I can tell.
Good.
I can tell you.
Good. I'm glad we've cleared that up. Oh, that's cool. They have a thing for you to do an implementation of your own. I don't understand what happens if you have two words in the tree that have the same distance.
Me either.
Apparently there's a thing that's even better called Sim Spell.
You wouldn't dare use Sin Spell.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess you're not brave enough, is what I'm insinuating.
Oh, this
Ooh,
is just
Voice
like,
of Cards is out.
this is just like, yeah, I thought you knew that.
I knew,
Because you
yeah,
were like, I hope
I'm-
the score doesn't go down.
Okay, they get their scores before they're out half the time.
Do they?
Yeah, there's lots of times where it's like, oh, the score. And then like 2 or 3 days later, it's like, it's out now.
Oh, wait, actually, I've got to go find out what my score, my new favorite game has a score. I haven't got it yet. It does not. Did I tell you? I'm sure I've said on one of the Discords that we are both in. I've been playing a bunch of Sunshine Heavy Industries, right?
Maybe. Maybe you have said that. Fatal
Oh.
Frames out!
Yeah, I said on the League Discord, but obviously you are never. Despite the fact it's your Discord,
Technically, League is Ryan's Discord.
even though you spend a lot of time in voice in that Discord, we never spend time in the same voice channel at the same time.
Yeah, never.
There was one time when you were there before something, after something, when I was joining to play Back 4 Blood, probably.
We also played one time together.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a new game that came out a week or two ago, an indie game called Sunshine Heavy Industries, and it's like a 2D puzzler that's like the gummy ship builder from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
So people are like, oh, I need a ship with like this amount of engine and this amount of power, and I need it to not be able to take damage from these two directions, and then you have to like place everything down to build the ship. And like all the parts have different costs, and you're like, ideally it's like high scored based on you get the most money by, you know, building the most efficient ship. But you know, you also end up wanting to make it look nice. Because, you know, everyone wants to fly around in nice spaceships.
I don't know, when I was doing Kingdom Hearts, I just made... A couple of them were nice looking, but some of them were just, like... ridiculous. What do you mean I'm in 4th place? Wait. Oh, that dick Kenny. Oh, my points went down.
Oh no.
Oh, cause I know. What? It says it was 61.1. And now it says it's 66.1. Now it says 62.4. Who else is beating me? It has to be Brandy, right?
Oh yeah, it's me, Kenny, Brandy, you. Surprisingly, or actually no, unsurprisingly, Shay is at the back right now. Wait, Shay? Oh no, Shay has filled in some of her spots. She's joined me in the not enough reviews curse pile. Oh, actually, she's probably lucky. I'm looking at the 2 reviews on OpenCritic for 50 fluffs, and one of them's 70 and one of them's 4 out of 10, so that would average to less than 70. And she would probably lose points for it. Oh my gosh, I just realized Kooky counterpicked Final Fantasy 14. No, wait, he counterpicked Final Fantasy 15, he's fine. Or 16? 16, that's the number. I always forget about, like, actually 15. And does Kenny have... Kenny has one more spot, right? No, he doesn't. Okay. Got... I think I am now safe to cross the finish line in the league. I was a little spooked that Kenny was coming for me, but like the fact that Inscription's gone down a little bit has really helped me out.
It's too bad though. I'm really excited about that game.
Yep, I'm gonna play it next. When I just need like a block of like 3 or 4 hours free to sit down and like just play it. Every single other one of like the Daniel Mullins games, it's like you can beat the whole thing in like 6 hours. So I'd really love to just like play the whole game, you know?
That was sound fun.
That was like one of my nicest experiences of playing games this year, was sitting down to play Tacoma and just like playing through the whole game in a single sitting. Ooh, okay, this hacks implementation looks like it will be pretty easy to follow. It's only a few hundred lines. So you're granted free of charging copy of the software. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, this could get real funny. This could get real funky. get funky. No need to get funky here. Alright. Just move this node definition so it's inside the scope. Restrictions. Okay. Hybrid dictionary. Is a hybrid dictionary? Eve, what the fuck's a hybrid dictionary?
I don't know.
It's a C# class, like my thing tried to decompile it. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. The more you know. Long story short, not that you probably care, a hybrid dictionary is a dictionary that changes its data structure depending on how big it is to go as fast as possible.
Oh.
Oh, right, well, you can pretend that I'm doing something worthwhile by going through and rewriting the code style to something that makes me happy. Should probably also strive to understand what is going on in this code. So, did they say anything about the new Bugsnax stuff in State of Play, or was it just like...
Yeah, it's called the Isle of Big Snacks.
Alright.
And it's about giant snacks, and there's new snacks, and you can put hats on them now.
Alright.
Shut up.
Why'd you tell me to shut up?
I literally gasped out loud when Bugsnax came on. Mike was making fun of me.
I mean, you say that, you know, I think less embarrassing than when we were watching, what's the anime with the really buff girl in?
The
lizard guy who is looking for...
Yeah, Dorohedoro.
Yeah, when I gasped when Noi was revealed to be a really buff chick in Dorohedoro.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Sometimes I think I'm gonna have to like stop browsing Twitter because sometimes I see a really buff girl on Twitter and my heart will actually just skip a beat. I'm like, this might actually kill
Like, why'd
me.
you quit Twitter? Is like it what too toxic? It's like no.
The opposite, actually. All right, let's expect this shit. Let's blow it up. So this is BK Tree. Oh my gosh. Oh. You know what I didn't do for today that I should have done?
What?
Replace my friggin' keyboard.
Oh.
I guess I do. I have that work keyboard over there that I could filch and plug in. No, it's fine. It's fine. I should probably make sure there aren't duplicates. No duplicates.
Should Oh, wait, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here. Go. Press that. Oh, it's because I hit that button instead. I see. Hey, wait a second. Oh, I don't know.
Man, it sounds like Pretzel's crapped out.
And then,
I'm not feeling funky anymore. Am I supposed to write this code if I can't feel funky? Let's do some jazz and all that jazz. Oh no, this is too mellow.
oh, no, don't apply.
Epic will be too epic. Oh well, I guess my good friend Electro Swing it is.
I accidentally did a thing and now my thing is not beveled. Maybe if I get rid of it and I add them up and I bevel. Why you no bevel? Okay, well I guess I'll just delete you. And then I will delete and then I will edit you.
Right. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Oh, it instantly crashed. Okay. Just made a noob mistake.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
Actually, like when it comes to writing my own code, I'm pretty sloppy. I tend to like write stuff fast and then try it out. If I spend too long like conceptualizing the best solution, I just don't get stuff done. Okay, I'll make this distance smaller because that returned a lot of items. Also, what am I actually searching? BE? And I guess that's not technically enough to... bet what I need to do is scale the distance based on the length of the word. Okay, yeah, this is much better. 5. I looked for best, and I got West, Beat, Bent, Test, Rest. That sounds, you know, reasonable, right?
Sounds lovely.
If I do Blurst. It was the best of times, it was the blurst of times. Like not finding any results, that's oof. Oh. Oh, this is better. This is a lot better than the try, so that's a thing, I guess. How does that saying go? Like, perfect is the enemy of done?
That sounds like how a saying would go. Did you see the Buzz Lightyear?
Yep. It sure
That's
looks
pretty
like
good.
an animated show made by Netflix. No, not Netflix, made by Pixar.
Yeah. It's a pretty accurate representation.
I mean, my vibe is it's gonna be like, it's gonna be decent. I think that we're gonna see a lot of like Toy Story stuff that is better than Toy Story 4, but is not anywhere near as good as Toy Story 1 through 3.
That's fair.
That's my. I mean, I guess that's like a pretty big, like as a sort of Nostradamus prediction. I've left a pretty big space for things to exist in, but my expectation is, like, because of the way that Pixar are and the way Disney are, I just can't see. I can't see Pixar putting all their heart into making a spin-off of one of their existing shows, like existing properties, right? It's not very... It feels less creative, and they seem like a studio of people who just want to do creative shit. But also Disney aren't gonna let them put out a bad movie. Right.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna let them put out a not profitable movie. Not always the same.
Pixar's never made a bad movie, and that's not true. Pixar's made lots of like not profitable movies. That's what makes them good, right? Or like, not what makes them good, but it's why I appreciate them, because they're going for like their vision of whatever, right? Like The Last Dinosaur didn't do well.
That was
Good
also
Dinosaur.
not a good movie.
Was that a bad movie?
Wasn't a good movie.
Okay.
Onward is the only movie that looks like it didn't do super well.
Yeah, it came in less
I guess
than its
Luca
budget.
and Soul, but that was partially because they were released on Disney Plus. Oh, it's NA in US and Canada, so we don't actually know how much they made. Onward is their only loss. Losing 60 mil.
Yeah, so technically for a movie to be a success, it needs to make twice as much money as it cost. Like basically it needs to make its own costs back in revenue.
The first Toy Story did not do that.
Yes. I mean, I imagine that the first Toy Story did that in long tail sales eventually.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong numbers. No, Toy Story destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, so Onward lost. Good Dinosaur almost double 175 million and made back and was 33 or 332. Bugs Life destroyed. Toy Story absolutely decimated. Cars
I mean,
3.
you can assume that all four Toy Story movies just wrecked at the box office, right?
Toy Story 2 also decimated, yeah. Wall-E did pretty good. Brave did actually surprisingly well. Cars 2.
Cars 2 actually...
Ratatouille did really good.
Ratatouille is just like a really fucking good movie. Like even
Incredibles, holy shit, Incredibles did well.
Yeah, the Incredibles 2 box office $1.2 billion, as opposed to its budget of 200 million.
Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. did really well too. They cost 115 million, made 632. Up did really good. Monsters University did really good. Coco did ridiculous.
Oh, that's...
Inside Out did ridiculous. Finding Nemo did I think Finding Nemo might be their highest.
Oh wow, that Luca box office is so bad.
They don't have the US and Canada stats in.
Oh, okay.
That's just other territories. Same for Seoul. Both Seoul and Luca don't actually have the numbers for Canada and the US. Where was I? Finding Nemo might be their best, with spent 94 million, made 871.
But yeah, anyway, my thing was basically like Disney will not let the Pixar team put out not Disney quality movie. I hate saying those words because Disney's put out a lot of crap recently.
Yeah.
Like they put out a lot of stuff that is just like genuinely bad.
Cars 2 is their lowest tomato score.
But it's like
and their lowest Metacritic score.
Pixar movies being made right now are being held to the animation standards that Disney movies coming out like 20 years ago were, right?
Hmm.
Like, they're not going to let them put out something that isn't as pretty as, like, The Lion King or Lilo and Stitch or Aladdin or whatever.
Hmm.
I wonder if Disney are just like when they're working with partners, they are more particular about making sure it's something really high quality because they don't want to look like they're working with bad partners.
Maybe.
Whereas, like, inside their own brand, they're like, no, people who buy Disney shit are gonna keep buying Disney shit.
People who buy Disney shit just buy Disney shit.
Yeah. Here's something funny, or at least I found it funny. Obviously, like, some stuff happened in the news recently with Blizzard being bad boys now, right?
Is this about the room
lawsuit
and stuff? Yeah,
against
yeah.
Blizzard? Yeah. There's at least 2 people I know who were deep in that convo about what nasty boys Blizzard were over that lawsuit, who were playing Diablo 2 Remastered recently.
Oh, of course,
I'm like, alright guys, you understand how this works, right? It doesn't matter if you say in private that you think they're a bad company. If you buy their games, they will continue to flourish.
Yeah, yeah. It's cringe, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's cringe because I didn't cringe because I'm like, yeah, I probably should have expected people to behave this way.
It's still cringe.
You know, this is what I expect when I hear anyone who plays video games to utter the word boycott. Because, like, best, they'll have forgotten, like, less than a year after saying that's what they were going to do. Alright. So I'm going to do this.
Don't need to do that. I guess I have to apply it. Apply. Now I should be able to. Apply. Yes. How do I group again?
Control G? No, that's probably too obvious.
Blender, how to group objects.
Do you ever have...
Hey, it's Control G.
Okay, I was about to be like, have you ever had an experience using an application where you want to do a thing, you know the standardized shortcut for the thing, you can't be bothered to look up in the documentation what the shortcut does, and then you press it, and you're like, what the fuck is happening?
So, like, the weird thing about the grouping things is when I group it, I don't know how to select the group. Because when I click it, I still click the individuals.
I don't know for Blender, like the last time I've done anything with modeling, there's like, you change how you want to select things in the hierarchy. So you're like, oh, I want to select edges or faces or planes or groups. And if you put it into groups, it like will just, you click anything in the group, it selects the whole group.
Yeah, but Blender doesn't do that. It just like the edges are different, telling me it's in a group. So they're green instead of orange. But I still, like, when I click on an object, it just clicks all the objects. And even in the hierarchy, it doesn't, like, they're not showing to be grouped in any way. And I just don't understand why. I just want to easily select everything.
Try Shift G.
What?
To select a group.
Shift G. No. Shift G. Focal? No. Shift G. Shift G. Selected group. Siblings? Oh, I have to Shift G and then click siblings. I didn't fucking group you. Get out of there. Group. Ah,
Da da da.
Shift D. Here. Do groups. No, not Shift Z. Control Z. D. Slide U scrubs over here. Okay, perfect. Wonder how to move pivot point.
Depends what the pivot point should be relative to.
S. If I go like this, yeah, go to edit mode and like select, say, no, I don't think it'll work in edit mode. I think I have to be an object to do this. Back to object. Shift S. Cursor, no. Oh, wait. No, I don't. No, I just want to move the pivot point, not the whole fucking object.
Alright. I need to...
S. It moves the whole thing. I don't want to move the whole thing. Oops.
No.
Just want to change the freaking pivot point. Okay, wait. Object tools. Yeah. Set origin. Okay. I got it. I shoved it. button to 3D cursor? Yes. Now we are going to rotate. Yeah, boys.
Yeah. Alright, I can't type today. I really can't type today.
Buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. There we go.
Actually, can I? Genius. Very good at code. How's your spaceship going?
It's going fine.
Or underwater ship?
A spaceship.
Okay.
Probably.
I like how the problem of too much pressure and the problem of not enough pressure creates a very similar like set of solutions. Well, now I'm wondering, can you have something? You can't have something that is watertight but not. No. You can't have something that let through air but not let through water, right? I mean, it's like maybe a molecular. You have something that only the fucking air molecules can fit through. Is that? Does that work? Does that physics even? I mean, I guess I'm asking the wrong person, but still.
Definitely asking the wrong person.
So now, with this soft little, just this tiny little modification.
Oh, I understand something. Oops. That's
It's a singing melody which flies in the pixie day. It's a singing melody which flies in the pixie day. A sweet and smooth symphony. It rings in me so gently and makes you and me feel free.
Okay, well, after I'm done streaming, I think to make it a priority to order a new keyboard. What a hassle. What am I even gonna buy now, Eve?
I don't know.
I can't buy
I
another.
have a ducky.
I can't get another Microsoft Sculpt keyboard. This will be the second one that I've lost. You just be like courting disaster to be like, oh, I'm gonna do this a third time. I really want a like a mechanical ergonomic keyboard, but there's like 12 of them. There's 12 keyboards that are mechanical ergonomic keyboards, and like 6 of them are really weird shapes, and it's like once I get used to that, I will stop being able to type properly on regular keyboards.
the same, you just from different angles you look weird. Okay. I guess I should save my work, eh? And save. Perfect.
The first time you saved since you started.
Yes!
Don't do that.
How hungry. Munchies.
Don't waste away.
I'll try not to. New isekai manga concept. That time I got reincarnated as the JJ of a level 1 female swords fighter.
I mean, alright, Japan.
No, it's just somebody shitposting.
Okay. I kind of want, you know how in our the hero is overly cautious, there's this whole meta thing of they have to pick heroes. They have to go find heroes and pick them, right? To be reincarnated. I want an isekai that is like, I got reincarnated as a goddess who has to pick isekai heroes. And it's just like an ensemble thing of like trying to find the right people to reincarnate. This is why nobody should put me in charge of anime ever.
It's a good thing you're not in charge of anime ever, huh?
I think it's a terrible thing I'm not in charge of anime.
So nobody should put you in charge, but it's terrible that you aren't in charge?
I think it's from my perspective, it's a tragedy that it's not true. For everyone else's perspective, phew, they're like fucking breathing a sigh of relief. I'm still convinced that like I'm just too deep into weird shit to make things that other people would just like the majority of people would generally like. I'm not like, you know, shit talking myself. Like, I don't care if I don't make things the more like if things I make aren't liked by the majority of people. That's not, you know, that's not where I'm at. But it's definitely an observable truth that, like, I mean, like, I'm not for everyone, so definitely the things I make are not going to be for everyone.
I'm gonna send you a cute picture.
Ooh, I do like cute pictures.
We're here, and we're here, and oops. Ryan's playing League with a sour CEO. Oh yeah, the Death Store coming to Switch and PC or PS5.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I already beat it, so unless the announcement was like, and also these consoles are getting timed content, it doesn't mean anything to me right now. Okay, so when I... Oh, right. Yeah. This. Oh my god. Programming, when like 30% of the time your copy and paste fails, is definitely programming in hard mode.
Oh, you should watch the We Are OFK trailer for this
For what?
on the State of Play.
Oh, is that the weird music thing?
Yeah, the trailer's just really cute.
Oh, okay. I'm so confused by that. Like, that thing keeps sending such mixed messages, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Eve, look
Yeah?
at my screen. Look at
One
this.
second. Click and... Okay.
Look at the search. Look at the search results.
Are you doing this just to make your life easier in the future?
Yes.
Okay.
This is sort of particular Unity problem that you run into making tools in Unity. There's two things in Unity that it has already that are like there that most people use. So there's the project pane, and there's already a search thing in this project pane. And if I'm like, oh, I want a specific, like I want to search for a specific asset that is like, oh, I want everything to do with jumping. I can type in the project pane, and it's like, here's everything with jumping in the title of it, right? Like if I'm looking for a particular thing. It's couple problems with this. One is that it can get real slow when you have a lot of assets.
Yeah.
And two, it only works for things where each item can be represented by an individual asset in Unity. If you have something that's just like a bunch of data, so say I have like a phone directory, right? I don't want to create one file for each person in the phone directory and name it their name and then put it in my project just so I can use search in this project pane to find them. If I want to assign a phone number to something, I just want to go to the field of the object I want to assign a phone number to. I want to click it and I want to start typing like, this is the person's phone number I want here.
Yeah.
And my search will be like, oh yeah, this is the name that you were looking for. The other side of that is if you're making a project pane, you can do, it's called like a pop-up, and that creates one of those like click the button and a drop down appears, and in the drop down is a list of all the things. So I could put all the phone numbers in a drop down, which is fine until I have like 200 phone numbers, and then how do I fucking find anything? So that's why I'm writing this, is so that anytime I arbitrarily want to pick a string from a list of strings, I can just do that anywhere, and I'm not under this restriction of like, oh, I have to make sure my data set is never huge, or make assets in Unity that are named to be searchable. It's kind of like a very shit problem, and I'm really surprised that very few people have like made effort to try and fix it. There are various other things that make it hard to fix, though. For example, actually implementing a search field in Unity with a drop-down is really hard because of how it renders stuff in the editor. You end up with lots of problems of like stuff rendering up in front of or behind things where it shouldn't, or the inspector not resizing properly. The old version of the Unity editor code basically isn't designed to... It's designed to not hold anything in memory when it's not rendering the inspector, which is the antithesis of how you want a search to work. You want the search to run stored somewhere in memory and be like, oh yeah, as you're finding results, just report them back. Whereas the editor wants to like build the search every frame and run it, and that's slow and garbagey. Yeah, and like a bunch of other things. But after doinking around with a bunch of different solutions, I've managed to... I've worked out how to solve the editor portion of it. And by me, I mean I found this library by, I think it's Rotary Heart. Yes, Rotary Heart. It's autocomplete text field. That's worked out like most of the editor issues. And then the problem I've had with that is that their implementation of the search is not adequate for very, very large data sets. So that's why I've been derping around with BK trees and stuff to be like, search but better, but faster. I also, in my own one, I want to implement async await so it can run off the main thread, so that if you're starting to search a very, 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 very large data set, it doesn't lock up Unity. Turns out strings are actually like kind of slow to work with. Weird, huh?
I guess. I don't know shit about programming on Unity.
I mean, it's not specifically a Unity thing.
Okay, I don't know programming in general.
but you'd think that, say compared to like a texture, right? So like if you have a string, you just have essentially what you have in memory is numbers that represent characters in an array, like in a list, right? So you have the word ant, and in memory it's just like, oh, A is 1. 1 is the first thing. N is 13. So it's 1 and then 13, and then T is... God, what number less for the alphabet is it? Like 19?
Mm-hmm.
So in memory it's just like, here's the word ant. It's 1 and then 13 and then 19 in that order. So you'd think working with that would be really easy, right? Of like, oh yeah, you just shove other numbers after the numbers, or like, if you're looking for something, if I'm looking for A, I just look for 1 in my list, and then that's where the A is. But it's not easy because basically, like, splitting those arrays up and rearranging them is actually slow for various programming reasons. But you would expect that, say, working with textures would be slower, right? You'd expect that a 2048 by 2048 image with like some sort of wacky compression on and like multiple layers of data encoded in different channels, and usually some like metadata to be like, this is how this texture works, would be slower to work with than strings. But it's not, because Unity's a game engine. Game engines are designed to render things, so lots and lots and lots of work has been put into making it render things as efficiently as possible. Whereas game engines don't tend to have to work with text a bunch, so nobody's been like, man, we're gonna like crack down on this text optimization shit. Just gonna get it down. Alright. Oh, what can I do in 20 minutes? I know one thing I can do in 20 minutes, and that's have another drink of water.
Ooh.
I think it was when we were having this discussion that I was like, the most wholesome streamer would be the streamer that stopped every, like, you know, hour or 2 hours and was like, I'm getting water. Everyone who's listening to my stream, you should go get water now. Remember to hydrate.
In Girl DM stream, you know how you get stream points and stuff, and you can spend them to do things? One of them is to make her drink water.
I mean, okay, but that relationship is the reverse of what I just described.
Yeah. What's time is 1900 again?
7 p.m.
7? Okay.
Yes. You no good at military time?
I have to think about it for a second. It's not. I can't just like look at it and know. I have to like. Unless it's of course the first half of the day.
Yes.
The first half of the day is easy. And then, I mean, it's pretty easy. It's just like -2, right? It's like once you get to 12. I guess that's not true.
No, it's...
Because 1 is 13.
It's -12. Right?
When I was looking at 1900, I just thought -2 and a 7.
Yes. That's correct until, like, the 10s. Until you don't have to worry about the 10s anymore, right? Or until you do have to worry about the 10s. So...
-2 would
No,
be
you're right. You're right. 12.
It
because
only doesn't work for 1 o'clock, because 13 -2 is 11, which I guess still kind of works.
No, because you just ignore the 10s column entirely. Remember, you subtract 2 from the 1s column, and it'll always work because your 1s column No, it doesn't work because when you get to 2200 hours, it becomes 0, which doesn't make any sense. Or I guess that's 10. And then when you get to 2300 hours, it becomes 1, but it's not 1, it's 11. Right. God, you'd think I had some sort of training in mathematics and how numbers work or some shit. Alright, this does all this nice rendering stuff. And this instantiation, which I just don't understand. Well, I do. Kind of. Let me just look up the usages of this. Alright, I remember now. It's if I make this window, I have to call like a bajillion fucking parameters. It does allow nested things, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. It's very cool. Alright, there's a scroll view. Do you know what I just did? I went to pick up my empty phone case. Whenever we're streaming, I just take my phone out of the case and put it in its like little cradle for my avatar. It keeps it pointed at my face, so actually like the facial recognition is anything close to correct. But yeah, the case is just like sat on my table, so it looks like there's still a phone there. Live the dream of getting income from the stream, but like just enough income that I can buy a nice iPhone to use for my VTuber camera, and then nothing else. then this one has a bug where if you do allow custom, it destroys the case of anything you search for. Which is bad, by the way.
Oh.
That's bad. That's good. That's bad. Who do want to re-watch the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode where it's like, and it comes with a free Frogut. That's good. But the Frogut is also cursed. That's bad. I guess I don't need to watch the whole thing. YouTube exists. I could go watch that one singular part.
Yeah. But if you do want to watch it, you do have D+.
D+, yeah.
Might as well use it. You're paying for it, right?
Yeah, I haven't gone into watching Loki yet.
You should.
I've been working my way through MODOK. Because it's like really nice to just sort of switch your brain off and watch it. It's not as good as when Robot Chicken was really good, but it's a lot better than when Robot Chicken was not good. Alright, one of these is an example of using what is this?
This what?
Oh. No. Dummy component. How? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is just showing that you can do it using the inspector, or you can do it using an attribute. Okay. I comprehend. I understand. Wish I didn't, but I do. This is my curse. You missed out on a treat last night. Twins Effect was a very ridiculous movie.
Oh, Ryan was saying.
There was a vampire who was just like the useless Delante son of some important vampire lord who's like, I don't want to drink blood, Dad. And he falls for a girl who is totally fucking crazy, who is like the sister of a vampire hunter, and they're like trying to date. But she's crazy and her brother's a vampire hunter. Also, Jackie Chan is in it. They say Jackie Chan's a cameo, but there's like an entire fight scene with him.
That can be a cameo.
If somebody shows up like 2 times and is like the important B character in both scenes, I don't think that's a cameo anymore. Right?
I don't know. I've heard some pretty detailed cameos before.
It's like, so he shows up 2 times, and the first time, the Eustace Delante vampire and the girl are crashing a wedding, and it turns out it's Jackie's wedding.
Mm.
And he's like, his best man has lost the ring, and they end up giving Jackie a ring to give to his bride at his wedding.
That's funny.
And then the time he shows up later is they're leaving. It turns out he works at the hospital, and they're trying to leave the hospital to get blood for the vampire because he won't drink blood from people. So they're like, we're gonna get blood from the hospital. There are other reasons that this entire sequence is ridiculous, but the important thing is they're leaving one hospital and like, we have to get in this ambulance and go to another hospital. So they get Jackie to drive them, and whilst they're going there, they get attacked by vampires in the ambulance. Vampires on motorbikes.
Yes.
And Jackie like fights one of the vampires with some, classic Jackie Chan moves. There's a whole bit where he's like wriggling around on the floor for like a minute and a half. It's also really funny because the vampires, when they go to do vampire shit, they basically T-pose.
Oh yeah.
So there's like these vampires riding on bikes, like one on the front and one on the back, and when the back one's about to leap, they just like stick their arms out like they're T-posing and then jump through the air like that.
That does sound amazing.
They assert a lot of dominance. Like, I felt intimidated watching it. Okay, what I want to know is... how... Oh, pardon me. How does this get formatted?
I don't know.
I really hope we get to play some Phasmophobia.
I mean, we should on Halloween, right?
On Sunday?
Yeah.
I mean, I hope so. I feel like I'm insanely busy this weekend.
It's because you are.
I'm trying to convince myself that I'm not, but...
I mean, you're not. That's what I meant to say.
I'm not... Aside from Phasmo, I'm not more busy than I usually am. It's just like, instead of anime, I'm going to a party.
Because you betray me.
Yes. I mean, we can do anime on Friday if you want.
Friday, I think might be fine.
And if we do, I'm going to be really screwed for a Halloween costume, but I'd rather do that than betray you.
Oh no, you can get Halloween. I'm just gonna make a big deal about it because I'm attention needy.
I feel weird with the Halloween costume thing because I feel compelled to try and come up with something clever, but I just can't. My brain can't do it. I can't even bring myself to like care that much about the Halloween shit.
Game Awards is December 9th.
Oh man, actually I realized what I should do is dress up as the scariest thing, which is one of the COVID graphs, but the red line goes back up again.
I know exactly. So this is. Oh. So you need 2 masks for what I'm about to say. The first mask is like your face, where it's like, you know how people get their face imprinted over it and then they wear that.
Yeah.
And the next one is a regular mask and you just keep it under your nose.
That's actually kind of brilliant. I don't have time
I
to
know,
get one of those. Like, the problem is not the 2 masks.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to get one of those ones that are printed to look like my face.
I can ask my friend where he got his done because he got his recently.
It's fine. I don't think I want to wear masks all
that's
evening.
fine. I mean, if you don't have to wear a mask, just keep the mask under your chin.
Yeah. I don't know, that's not spooky, it's just annoying.
Yeah.
See people doing that and you're like, you fool. Fool of a toque.
Keanu Reeves, Christopher Nolan, Gal Gadot latest presents for the Game Awards. What the fuck?
Oh, right, Gal
All
Gadot's in that.
presenters.
She's in that heist movie, right?
Yeah, with Ryan Reynolds and The Rock.
No,
I just,
no
I
Chris Pratt.
guess it makes sense. Yeah, but he's in everything now. I guess it makes sense that Keanu Reeves would be there because he's actually like, you know, been in games. But even that's kind of like pushing it. But then it's like, why is Christopher Nolan there?
Has
Why is
Chris...
Gal Gadot there?
I thought has Christopher Nolan been in games, just like not as himself, right? Yeah, Nolan is been partnering with Fortnite to bring Batman Begins, Inception, and The Prestige to Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yeah, Fortnite. You know.
But like, what about Gal Gadot? Why is she there?
I mean, because she's cool, I guess. I mean, I have a cynical reason that Gal Gadot is there, which is that she's Wonder Woman, and thus the, like, you know, latest girl power thing until we ruin that in some way. So if you're picking someone to be like, yes, females are absolutely being represented here, you could probably...
You could get a voice actress like Tara Strong, who does various voices.
Yeah, that, you know, that requires, like, thinking about it in a more meaningful, deep way than being like, who doesn't feel empowered when they see Wonder Woman?
Fair.
Right? So you say it's Gal Gadot.
When you go to the About page on the Game Awards, the blue is just so fucking blinding.
So it's Gal Gadot, Christopher Nolan, and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves makes the most sense, I think.
I mean, at least Keanu Reeves and Gal Gadot are probably going to have some pretty good presence on the stage.
That's fair.
Like, I don't know. I don't have Keanu fever like the rest of y'all.
No, well, no. I mean, that's not it. It's just like I didn't even know Christopher Nolan was doing game things. So when I looked at it, I thought when I first saw it, I was like, Keanu Reeves, that's a weird pick. But then I was like, no, they made a big deal about him on the E3s, and he was like the biggest part. He was like everybody's favorite part of Cyberpunk.
I just want people on stage at the Game Awards that are not really awkward and cringy. That's it. They don't even have to have anything to do with games. I just want people who like are naturally good at presenting things, so it's less awkward to watch.
That's fair.
And you know, you can call me a dirty.
One of the things on the state of play was more like a kind of, I assume that they're indie devs, but they did that thing where they have scripted dialogue between the two of them, and it's very clunky, and it's just like, what was it? Oh yeah, I was the betrayer. Oh yeah, I didn't expect you for a second. You did such a good job. Or it's like, let's get in the game. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for this. And they're just so clunky. I'm just like, no.
Oh, did you see the new Among Us thing? It's actually really cool.
Is that like, is it? Are you talking about an Among Us DLC or a game that's like
the new update to Among Us?
No, I didn't.
So they have a new kind of alien that can transform into any other player. So you can look like any other player. I don't know how they do other sabotage activities, but I assume the goal is to just fucking throw shade on literally everyone else using their abilities.
So, my first thought, the way I personally think that this would work out, is when you are mimicking, I don't think you'd be able to do anything, because then you could just sabotage in front of somebody. So I'm willing to bet when you're mimicking, you can't actually sabotage. You can just pretend to be that person, and then you have to swap back to yourself, and then do whatever sabotage.
But yeah, it's been like a year, and they finally released a cool new thing.
Is that coming out with the new map?
The shapeshifter. It's the update date has not been announced yet.
Okay. Ooh, Fatal Frame. October 28th, which is tomorrow.
So shapeshifting lasts for a limited amount of time.
Okay.
And if anyone sees you whilst you're shapeshifting, it'll leave evidence behind. Oh, and they do have a sabotage button, just like the
okay.
regular imposters. I feel like I would dip back into Among Us to see how the new...
I've still never played it.
The new what channel do I post this thing for the Among Us update in Screenfest? Is it Video Game Screenfest?
Video Game Screenfest.
Okay, do it there. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about Among Us because I do enjoy social games. Like, I very much enjoy social games because of being a secret extrovert. But also, like, vast amounts of the game are antisocial. Like, you don't talk, you're not allowed to talk. That's, like, the rule of the game. So there's no chance of, like, table talk whilst you're playing, right? Everyone has to shut up, and then when you're in the rounds between... when you're in the rounds where you're voting, you have to talk about the voting. You have to be very focused on the game. And that's, like... not where my social game vibe is at. So, if I want to play it, I'm like, how does it mechanically feel as a multiplayer thing? But not like, oh hell yeah, I would sit down with buddies and play this game for like 3 hours, because no. I don't want to be like focused on a multiplayer, just the game in a multiplayer game for 3 hours.
That's after 10, by the way.
Yeah, I know, I'm gonna turn off the stream soon. There's people I enjoyed watching play Among Us. Like Disguised Toast is very good at Among Us. And he's like fun to watch. But Oh, it looks like the stream broke again. Thanks, Discord. Anyway, we should go. I'm gonna go play video games and relax. Oh, thanks for hanging out. Have a good evening. Have a good life. See you